Hi, everyone, and welcome. And I'm really grateful you are here with us today. Living Strong for me is about real people, real journeys, and the courage it takes to keep becoming who you're meant to be. Today, I'm honored to spend a little time with a young performing artist joining us from London, and that's Amy Bennet. Now, this isn't an interview per se in the traditional sense, it's a conversation, a chance to slow things down, listen, and shine a light on the human being behind the art. Amy, thank you so much for being here with me. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. What's the weather like in London?
It was raining a bit earlier, but it's just very cold at the minute.
I know it's funny because I know when we get our snowstorms here, and a lot of people in Europe blame us for it.
Yeah, a lot of the time, whenever you guys get storms, it comes here slowly afterwards, but not as bad. We don't get tornadoes or anything,
Oh
which is
yeah, I
good.
know, I know. I'm glad you guys don't, but it's wet and cold and damp.
Yeah, it's currently stopped raining for a bit because I went out for a meal with my friend and it wasn't raining then, so that was good. We walked back in the
Oh,
dry.
okay, fantastic. Well, of course, London is known for its weather and its. I remember when I was in London several years ago, I was working with Arlene Phillips doing a car show for an Italian car company, and I was there for about a month and a half, and then the sun came out. All I knew was 60 degrees outside. It was cold. When that sun came out, it was like everyone just got crazy. They took shirts off.
Yeah,
To me, it was cold, but it was really fun. A lot of fun. I think we were at the Pineapple Studios.
yeah, yeah. We go there quite a lot.
Yeah, so we were there, but so I have a couple of questions. I can't wait to ask you and just give you the opportunity to share some insight. And now before we talk about you as an artist, I'd love to start here right now in this season of your life. What feels most alive for you?
Um, I mean, I'm just looking forward to kind of trips that I've got and stuff. I'm going on a cruise with my granddad
Fantastic.
in May, because he wants me to see the entertainment on board a cruise ship and hopefully inspire me. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most, I think, at the minute.
Oh, that's fantastic. I know we know a lot of people that do the cruise ships and the shows, so very excited. So you're gonna have to share with us your
Yeah, I'm going for
experience.
2 weeks, so I'll get to watch a lot of the shows, I imagine.
Oh, wow. Maybe they'll have an open mic. Maybe you can jump in.
Yeah, I think there's a talent show. My
Oh, that's
granddad said I should
fantastic.
do it.
I love it. That's fantastic. Okay, so, uh, people often see performances. You're gonna see a performance, but not the process, putting it all together behind the scenes. Now, what's something about pursuing performing arts that has challenged you more than you expected?
It's quite sometimes it's quite a lot to learn in a short period of time, so you have to be quite dedicated. You can't just sit around leaving things to the last minute. I always tend to try and like learn things bit by bit during the day, so it eases the load. But I'd say it's a lot of information to take in and a lot of long hours compared to like a normal working schedule.
Yeah, I know that, I call I call the things that we do in the course of the day practice, and then we create these things that we do to and it becomes our practice so that we can make sure and ensure that we are where we need to be when it comes for our energy, vocally, as far as dance-wise, movement, our lines. What are some things that you do that you would say, "Okay, these are things that I do. I know some other performers do this, but I do this." What are some things that you do that you think that are unique that works best for you?
I try and do like 6 minutes a day, my dad would call it, of singing. Of
Mhm.
like at least some sort of song. And I do like quite a lot of stretching and I try and go to a lot of dance classes. Like this year I'm trying to be like, don't cancel any classes, go to them all. So yesterday I went to a tap class and I had to learn 2 minutes 45 of a number that they had already learned. But luckily I was like, I'm just gonna try my best and stay focused, and I managed to learn it, so I was very happy.
Well, that's almost 3 minutes.
I know it's
It's
crazy because
it's a
they've
lot
been
of
doing the
measures,
routine for so many weeks. I was like, I don't need to look polished. My main goal is just to learn it.
and have fun.
Yeah.
Now was there, any moments, that big or small, where you had to choose to keep going even when doubt or uncertainty showed up?
I mean, probably like when I was applying for colleges, I didn't really hear back from a lot of colleges till right at the last minute, so I was a bit, like, worried that I didn't get into anywhere. This was, like, 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, I
Oh my
think,
goodness.
crazy. But I remember applying for all of them and not hearing back so late, and I had to obviously think, what would I do if I didn't get into somewhere? So I had to make a backup plan of I would do a foundation year somewhere and just try harder, go to more classes. But I got very lucky, and I did hear at the last minute I got into somewhere, but that was definitely a time where doubt came in because in the UK, definitely like most people put pressure on, you have to go to drama school, you have to go to drama school to get an agent, which is definitely not the case. But there obviously is a lot of pressure on that first. So getting into somewhere was just like my main goal. And I'm very lucky that I did.
That's great. So, yeah, that you said what, like 4 or 5 years it's been now you've been on this journey?
Yeah, I graduated in 2024, so because college in the UK is only 3 years. I don't know how long it is in the US, but it's only 3 years here. So yeah, 2021 I moved away and went.
Fantastic. Wow. Now, out of curiosity, when things get heavy or unclear, where things get foggy, what helps you stay grounded? Is there a practice that you do, a habit, or a way of thinking that supports you during those times?
I usually just try and connect with family if things are getting
Mhm.
overwhelming. Because I remember I had to start a new job the
Right.
day after my grandmother passed away. It was like
Mm.
a performing job. So it was mostly just staying in contact with family and just speaking to them. That's usually what helps me, especially like my nan, my dad, my mum, and my auntie. They're like my rocks. And then my best friend as well.
Yeah, that support team. Yeah, I speak to everyone that I've spoken to, everyone said a great support team
Mm.
that really helps them through those really tough, challenging times. So that's great that you have that. Now, how far are you from your family?
About 5.5 hour drive.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. From the closest family of support, 5 hours?
Yeah.
My
I have
goodness.
got a family friend in, like, about an hour away from me that I sometimes stay with, but yeah, quite far.
Wow, oh my god. Well, bravo to you having the courage to go out on your own, you really did. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's amazing. Now, how do you feel about this journey and how it's shaping you? Not just as an artist, but as a person. Obviously, you you have a lot of courage now. You're being brave, and you went out on your own and you've learned quite a bit, I'm certain. And so,
Yeah.
how has it shaped you and not just as an artist, but as a person?
Well, I've definitely grown up a lot more. I think I was quite naive when I first left home and went into this industry. But like, it's definitely panned out different than I expected. You obviously think that you're going to make your big like debut or something a lot earlier, but I think for me at this moment, I'm very much like I like to try everything out. Whereas at the beginning, I was like, I only want to be on the West End. I don't want to do anything else. Whereas now I've done like lots of supporting like jobs, like as a supporting artist in TV, like extra work, and I've done immersive jobs, stuff that I probably wouldn't have done. And I've been in a play, which I definitely did not want to be in plays before. But I think it's great going through this journey because it's opened my mind up to a lot of different avenues in theatre. And now I've like learnt to play the piano. I could probably maybe try and write my own music. It's opened lots of other doors than just one pathway that I initially focused on.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's amazing. Amazing. I love it that this I call it the industry, performing arts, show business has a way. We have this idea of how what we see, but the
Mhm.
industry has their idea, has its idea of how it sees you, and so sometimes we have to find that middle and
Yeah.
sometimes really fight hard to to get what you hope to accomplish. But that's amazing. That's amazing. Again, I can't believe that you are that far from that family support. That's props to you. That's amazing. That's amazing. Now, if a young artist, now you're still a young artist, but if someone comes to you, another young artist, and they are not where you are right now, they hope to be, and if they were listening right now and asking themselves, for their path, what would you want them to hear from you?
Don't compare yourself to other performers. Everyone's journey is different. And sometimes just going into the audition room, it's not about your ability or how well you've performed. Sometimes it's they're just looking for a certain look and you might not be that look that day. That doesn't mean in a couple years you might be perfect for the role. Because a lot of the times you go into auditions and you're like, oh, I didn't get the job. But for me, I just think every audition is a free class and an experience to make new friends. I feel like that's always a way that you should look at it and not because if you're always so negative that you haven't got a job, it's going to impact you on your daily life and your mental health, isn't it? So you've just got to take everything with a pinch of salt and keep trying, like keep going to classes, keep working hard. Because at the end of the day, even if you've graduated or left college, all that training, putting in the work, it doesn't stop whenever you've left. It's down to you to make, your training. I attend lots of dance classes even when my friends can't come because I just want to keep it up and then I have singing lessons and stuff. I just say keep trying, keep working hard on your craft and you'll definitely get somewhere no matter what.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you really have a belief in yourself and confidence in yourself surely enough to get up the next day and start again, to get right
Yeah.
into it again. So that's amazing. So I think that's great guidance for others and young performing artists. And so, Amy, I know I want to wrap this up, and I know we want to go, but I appreciate what you're sharing, and thank you definitely for the honesty and always your presence. My goal this year is to always have a presence everywhere I go. So I thank you so much for your presence and your heart. And what I really appreciate is that you have that strength, that confidence, and it doesn't come off loud or forced. It's something natural. So it's something that comes with living life and going through life, enough life, and being seasoned, and it shows up.
Hmm.
And definitely your willingness to stay with the work because it is a tough business, and to stay
Yeah.
with, yeah, to stay with yourself. So I really
It can be
appreciate you for,
very quiet at times.
yeah, yeah. Well, then you listen and learn, right?
Yeah.
And you learn as you go. So that to me is what I call living strong and having the practice. So you're definitely doing that. Anything else you would like to share with others that would be watching this? You can say hello to your friends if they would say, watch this, and any other things that come up that you want to share with others.
I just say find your niche. So when you're not, I don't know how many people you've got that are performing on here, but when you're not performing, find something that you also love as much as performing. So then you're never bored. I am very into photography, so that's something that I do
Mm.
in my free time. I've done like comedy photo shoots because my auntie's a comedian. I do a lot of her headshots, and I tell you what, they're very funny. Much different than acting headshots, but finding a niche is something that can keep you entertained as well. But also a niche that's similar to the industry you're in can be so helpful because even then, if you're not performing, you're still doing something that is related to the creative industry, which I definitely find have found helpful when I've had periods of like no auditions and anything going on. That's something that definitely keeps me going.
Well, I definitely appreciate this conversation. I know a lot of people in my community, they're young artists, and then there's seasoned artists, and artists that are, let's say, in their set, even in their 70s. And
Hmm.
so what you're saying, everyone says that in the same way. Just find something that you're passionate about and stick
Yeah.
to it and believe in yourself. And so I'm really excited to see how you continue to grow and evolve
Yes.
in your path. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you learn and see and experience on the cruise. On the
Yes, it's
cruise.
gonna be so much fun. I'm excited for the food as well.
Yeah, yeah, right. The food. We love the food. Now, when do you go?
In May,
In
so
May.
end of May. I've never been on a cruise, so I don't know what to expect.
Oh, well, it's gonna be exciting. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot of exciting. So thank you
Yeah.
so much for, sharing this moment with us, and,
Thank you.
I'll chat with you next time. I look forward to seeing some pictures
Yes.
and, so even some videos, and I'd love to see your playing again and on the piano and hearing your lovely voice. Alright, thank you
Oh,
so
thank you.
much.
Thank you for your time as well.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.